am feeling slightly romantic tonight, just a little bit. Although it's not actually Valentine's Day just yet. I have arranged for chocolates, flowers, and a few other things for the person that I love, yes. That person is me. It says here I'm very much in love with myself, but tonight we're going to talk about how to make Valentine's Day extra special. Thank you very much, Producer Seamus, for writing that. It's a delightful thing for me to have to read out about myself. So what do you think? Valentine's Day, do you think it is a complete con? Is it nonsense? Is it something, now I need to be careful how I word this, that really it's the females that benefit from and not really the men? Maybe you think that's totally wrong. I want to know what works for you, what doesn't, and what is or what has been downright disastrous. We have Lindsay Conway and Niamh McElhatton. Are you both romantic, Lindsay?
Yes, I would like to think I was romantic. I've been married 20 years, so I must be doing something right.
Niamh, are you romantic?
Okay, I think I'm a big softie deep down, but beneath this hard exterior.
I'm not too sure. It says here that you're two oracles of romance and love. So we'll start off. What will you be doing on Valentine's Day, Niamh? Anything in particular?
Well, I don't know why you're both looking at me like that. Yes, I will be cooking up a delicious meal this Valentine's night, actually.
Do tell us more, Niamh.
Yes.
There's nothing else to tell.
And is this for a new love in your life?
Quite possibly, yes.
Okay, well that's interesting. Do you think, because you've been married for 20 odd years, do you think does it change over time? You know, the excitement, the fact that Niamh is blushing and that you're like, yeah, whatever.
No, I think it's what you make of it each year. I mean, yes, you know, Niamh's in the first flutters of romance. I think I'm allowed to say that. But for me, 20 years on, I think we've been doing something right, because I still look forward to Valentine's Day. I still expect to have a bit of romance and a bit of hearts and flowers on the day. So, yeah.
What does that mean, you expect a bit of romance? And I'm not trying to be rude or smart.
Well, for me, romance doesn't have to be about going out wining and dining. It's the small things, you know, that somebody has remembered. It could be something as simple as your favourite bag of sweets, for goodness sake. It doesn't have to be, you know, like a massive bunch of flowers, but it's just that someone has actually remembered you for a special reason on that day. And some people argue that you shouldn't have to wait to Valentine's Day to do that. And, you know, that's the big argument you always hear. I know you don't. And it is lovely to have romance all year round, but I can't see the problem in squeezing a little bit extra romance out on one day of the year.
Squeezing a bit of...
Isn't it out?
Isn't that
a good way to put it?
disgusting? There's nothing wrong with squeezing a bit of extra romance out on Valentine's Day, Boke. That's basically means forcing your man to spend more money on you.
No, definitely not. Definitely.
When you're talking about a hug?
No, I mean on Valentine's.
You're starting to sweat.
In Valentine's Day, we'll not go out on Valentine's Day itself because it's always very busy. So we will go out the day after
Lindsay,
and have a really nice day together.
Do you think it is all a con, Niamh? And I'm not trying to sound cynical, but you hear people say this is just something cooked up by people that want to sell us stuff that we don't really need.
No, it's like every other holiday. You have Easter, you have Halloween, you have Christmas, and I think Valentine's lovely to do it. And can I just be a big softie too?
Yes.
My dad brings my mum a rose every Valentine's Eve, and they're married nearly 40 years.
Yeah, it's lovely.
So, you know, I think it's nice. It's just a little sentiment. It's just an opportunity to reinforce the fact.
That is
It's
nice.
a big thing.
Yes, it's cute.
Niamh's just waiting this year, maybe on a man, maybe with a uniform arriving at the door with a bunch of flowers or something.
Don't
What do you
carried
think?
away.
I think, honestly, you open your door on Valentine's Day to a man in a uniform.
Yeah, no.
Is Lindsay trying to tell us something about you and your Valentine's Day
Definitely
plans?
not. She's been an absolute wind-up merchant.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Do you think, do women, and I'm trying not to be controversial, but do women benefit more from Valentine's? Is it really for
Can I be completely
the
honest?
ladies?
If I am made feel special,
Yes.
go on, will always benefit.
I want to ask more. But
You're blushing.
I'm afraid to ask more. It might be 10:15 at night, but I quite like my job. I don't know. How miserable and typical of County Antrim people. We don't go out on Valentine's Day. We go out the next day. Is that something, that's not a very romantic way to look at things, Lindsay Conway?
It is. Well, for me it is because...
It's cheaper.
It's nothing to do with
Cheaper.
being cheaper.
I get 2 for 1. They rip you off on the Valentine's night.
That is you, that's not me. On Valentine's Day, if you go out, you are squeezed into tables.
Slapped in front of you.
It's slapped in or slapped in front of you. It's much nicer to have the next day. You're going out the next day as well. Be honest now. Are you going
I
out
am,
Valentine's
because
Day?
I'm working on Wednesday. But
you say you're working.
I can tell though. You'll be the type of person in the restaurant. Can I ask what your other half's name is?
Martin.
Martin, don't be ordering a sweet. I've got a half-eaten Mars bar in my pocket. We'll eat it on the way home on the bus.
But he has the wrong impression of me completely. I'll have you know that my husband will have me wined and dined within an inch of my life.
Oh, God help him. On the text 81771, this one says, just a wee text to tell my hubby Jeff I love him every day,
Aww.
not just Valentine's Day, and that's love from Jen. You're asking for a wee song, so we'll play the next one for you both. Text me back in and tell me what you're planning. What are you going to be doing on Wednesday for Valentine's? Or as you say, you love him every day, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a special day. Why do we have to wait until that day and then show our affection? Should it not be following in the footsteps of Jen here, who shows her love and her affection every day of the year?
Absolutely, bring it on. But it's just giving people an opportunity, isn't it, on the 14th of February to kind of get their act together.
Squeeze that bit of extra love out.
So what will you be doing for your partner?
Well, I will get him a gift, and sometimes it's not a card.
What?
Sometimes
Do you
it's not
make your own card?
No, I do not. But you stop! You're putting the wrong impression out on air about me. I will have. I will probably write a letter or do something.
Never buy a Valentine's card with a date on it or a year on it, because then you can use it year after year.
Just bring the same one out from last year.
You don't do that, do you?
No, I do not.
You still do. Where are you from?
From Larne.
With that accent?
Very good elocution lessons.
Oh, look, you know what? I know I'm joking about it, but there is something I think nice deep down. I do think that many men would say, look, it's really the females that benefit.
Do you know what it is?
The wives and the girlfriends.
It's just that little moment where you're made feel special, isn't it? Or just that, like, I was single for a few years, and my dad actually bought me a rose. And it makes you feel special. Maybe that makes me a big simpleton, I don't know, but I just love it's that little thought that somebody else is thinking about you.
Well, when my children were younger, we used to get them Valentine's Day cards as well, and convince them that Valentine's Day was about how much we loved them.
Yeah.
Surely that's a waste of money.
Oh, Finny, stop! Stop with the waste of money. No, it wasn't. And to be honest, there's even Valentine's Day cards for the dog, for the cat.
Well, my
It's about
girls,
spreading
Well,
love.
I like dogs better than people, so I'm happy with that. That's fine.
my girls made me a card at school last week out of lovely thick cardboard and a good thick red marker.
Okay.
I love mum on cardboard.
I guess there's a sentimental thing there because
Yeah.
it's your kids.
Totally.
If a partner gave you that, what would you say?
Well, I would just say that's beautiful. Let me show you the front door.
So you're not high maintenance then?
I am not high maintenance.
Tell me, Seamus is telling me. Tell me that again, producer Seamus. Oh dear. His youngest daughter, Vanessa, once drew him a picture to say how much she loved you. But where did she draw it, Seamus? On the bonnet of his car with a stone. Now there is a Valentine's message you will not forget. He's telling me he said that's lovely, but I doubt that. I know what kind of man he is. There's no way he would have said that. Really? Yeah, well, there you go. I think it just goes to show that love and all that kind of thing, it can be nice sometimes. However, what if you're single or you just recently broke up? What do you do then? And surely Valentine's Day...
Treat yourself.
Really?
Absolutely.
But is that not just going to remind you that you're single?
Definitely not. Here's the big singleton in the room. Why are you all looking?
I don't know. I heard that there was a new man in your life.
But you weren't no longer
I'm
single.
just saying.
Do you want to tell us anything now?
Behave yourselves now. I'm just saying that treat yourself, or go for a spa, or
You think so?
go out with the girls for lunch.
To be honest, I think Valentine's Day spent on your own, and if I was single, I think I would probably find that a little bit hard. And to a certain extent, some people do put up the most cringy messages, if you like, online as well.
Yeah, they have to tell all these
Everybody,
random
you know
people
what?
on Facebook that how much they love their other half.
Yes, and it does create a certain amount of bile coming up into your throat. Sometimes that's maybe not...
There's
not
a line coming out of you.
Not particularly good thing to say, but no, I don't see the need to be doing that either. For me, as you were saying, it's about that special relationship maybe you have with that other person. But if you were single, I don't know whether or not I would probably find the whole thing a bit nauseous.
Robert on Facebook says, I bought my wife's flowers a few weeks ago. They don't look too good now at this moment, but she's getting them anyway. Robert, she's a lucky lady. Richard says it's a load of rubbish. Rosaline says just a simple gesture is sufficient. And Elle says, no, I love it. So, you know, I guess it can depend. If you are really loved up like Niamh is, and you know, and you're loving the romance, then you're going to like it. Whereas if you maybe just split up or you've been single for a while, you'll think, oh, utter nonsense, a waste of money and time.
Do you think Niamh's going to get this man in a suit at her door on
Valentine's Day or
not?
Bridget Jones
Is it?
in my dressing robe with a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc and a box of milk tray.
I think that might be a specific direction and indication for some man that might be listening tonight. Is it?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
No,
I don't know what you guys are ganging about.
We are going to go back to our love music now. If you want to text in tonight, you can at 1771. We're going to play this next song for Jen and for her hubby Jeff. I loved your message. She says it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. She loves him every day of the year, and I'm sure he feels the same way about you. Do you like UB40?
Yes.
Not really my...
Always. The answer is always yes.
Love it, love it.
Good.
Love it. My favourite band.
Wise men say only fools